Hello. All right. Okay, so this is going to teach you all about organizing your paperwork because, again, clutter stinks. So this is going to help you really organize your business and always know exactly what to do with papers, basically. So I'm going to give you a couple of different ideas because I know everybody has different styles. So there might be something that you're like, oh yeah, that's totally me. That's how I would do it, okay? All right, so this, my friends, is a reference book, or you could call it your own private training center. But all this is just a 3-ring binder with a whole bunch of little tabs in it. And your tabs are what we'll go through with your pink boot camp. So topics that might be like booking, coaching, selling, team building. What else do we have in here? Party procedure, follow-up, calendar of events, checklist, sales, all that, career path. Because a lot of times, you might see something on the website that that you want, or a lot of times at trainings, or maybe I'll email you guys something where you print it off, but then it's just like sitting somewhere. And this is a way that you can organize your paperwork, organize your life. So if it was a booking script that you really liked, then you could print it off and you could put it in your booking tab. Or there's a recruiter checklist that tells you, as you move up the career path, here's some things to kind of do to really be helping your team. So that could be in your recruiting section. So anyway, so this is one thing that helps organize all the random papers that you get all the time in Mary Kay. So you always know where to go to find them. So that's thing one. Thing two is for your taxes. And there's different ways that you could do this. For me, what I do is I just get a manila envelope every month, and I'll write, the month. So let's say July of 2017. And then everything that happens in July of 2017, I will put that paperwork in here. So everything. So I have sales tickets in here. Let's see, I went to Director's Day in Oklahoma. So because that was out of town, I could keep that food receipt. I have the tolls from driving, and I write on there like Director's Day. And that way I know exactly what it was. Gas receipts, are in here. So anyway, and then I put them all in this amazing manila envelope for the month. And then what I do is there's an Excel spreadsheet that will be attached in this section, and there's one for every month. And so then what I do is you can just print one of these off and just kind of put it in your folder, and it goes through and you just add up everything. So it says like total sales for the month, or website, or it's everything. And so you're just basically organizing your paperwork and plugging it in to where it makes sense. The Excel spreadsheet that I use, it's amazing. So you just literally add up all your sales tickets, put it in the sales ticket section. You would add up all your demos. So when you demo something out, you just get a sales ticket and write July 17 demos. So when you demo things out for your business, anyway, and you total all those up, and it goes month by month. So there's little tabs at the bottom of the Excel spreadsheet that say like July, August, September, October, November, December, blah, blah, blah. And you can add it all up, and then it totals it for you at the very end. So it's very, 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 very easy. Very easy to use. So anyway, so just wanted you to have a place so you knew where to put your sales tickets, which then leads us to a way to organize your profile cards and your sales tickets, which we just talked about. So I love the My Customers app. The My Customers app is amazing. You can actually scan the barcodes of your boxes when your product boxes come in, and it'll instantly put all that inventory into your phone. When you sell something, if you enter that into My Customers, like you can take their profile card and enter the details about them in your My Customers app, And I also put in what they purchased from me. I create a sales ticket for them, and then it automatically deducts it from my inventory. It's amazing. So at any given moment, it would tell you what you have on your shelf through the app. It's outstanding. Genius. You can text your customers through that app. I mean, it is so cool. So when the lookbook comes out every quarter, and you enroll your customers in the preferred customer program, you can text them. Oh, it's amazing. So with these profile cards, what you would do with these are you would enter these into your My Customers app. But then if you also want to keep a hard copy of these, I wanted to give you a couple options with that. One, you could go to like Hobby Lobby or Michael's, and you could get, just a photo box, like those little photo boxes, just boxes you put photos in. And you can make yourself kind of like little, I don't know, you could basically, you could make little dividers out of manila envelopes and cut them down to size. And you could say like A, and you could put all these that end with the last name A, you could stick them behind your A. So basically you can create your own filing system using just a good old photo box. If you notice, there's actually a hard copy, and then there's this back copy too. So for example, you could take this copy if you needed to, or you could put the whole copy in there, but you actually can divide and separate if you needed to with these. And then what I do, or what you could do, is then you can take your sales tickets. And if you notice, there's just multiple layers of them. One of these copies I personally put the pink ticket. I put the pink ticket in here, with my taxes. But then the second copy you could give to your customer. And then the third copy, you could actually like staple it or just lay it, behind their original profile card. And that's handy too. So in the future, why I use the app is I can pull it up on my phone anytime. But if they're like, hey, Rachel, I need some more foundation, and that's all they say, then I can look it up and say, oh, okay, she's beige for matte wear. Got it. And that happens all the time. But sometimes if it's nice to have hard copies, if for some reason your phone was dead, or, if you enjoy the paper, that's kind of what this is for. So one copy would go for your tax paperwork. Another copy could go to your customers if she wanted it. And another one you could just attach with her profile card, okay? So the other way that there's a zillion ways, but another way that you could organize your profile cards and keep them organized is I just went to like Staples or Office Depot, and you can get these are literally like the exact same size as a profile card. And you could also get the little A through Z tabs, or you could make your own tabs. But this would work too. You could literally just go through here and just punch it, and all your profiles would be alphabetical. If you wanted, you could attach your sales receipts behind them as well. And like my friend, she actually has like 3 of these. And so like one of her binders is for like A through G, and then another one might be H through M. So as your customer base grows, you can always add to these, or like I said, if you like the photo box idea and just kind of have a filing folder going with them, you could do that too. But that way you have a system in place, so you just don't start getting piles and piles and piles of profile cards. Typically I put them in my customer system, my preferred customers program. I put them in there if they purchase something from me, or I just love her and I want to continue to grow a relationship with her. And so the preferred customer program is every quarter they'll get the new lookbook in the mail, and it's from you. It's literally customized from you. I think it's really inexpensive. It's like 70 cents, I believe. And it's customized with your information and like a really nice note on the back. Mary Kay puts a free sample in it. Plus they're mailing it for you as well. So it's a steal of a deal. And they always say that your customers do not know that you are her consultant until she hears from you 7 times. So you can't facial someone one time and assume that you are her consultant. It's a relationship that you build. So a couple ways that you can build a relationship with her. are there's the 2+2+2. So that would be after you meet up with her and she purchases something from you, you follow up with her 2 days, 2 weeks, and 2 months, or basically when the catalog, the lookbook comes out again. And that would be 3 touch points right there. The reason you're following up with her 2 days after is to make sure she knows what she's doing with the product. So for example, I followed up with a girl one time, and it was so funny because I was like, I just wanted to see how your product's going, make sure you remember the order of application, and we walked through it, and she was putting her day solution on, and then she was washing it off. And oh my goodness, thank goodness, I mean, it's sunscreen, it's protecting you. And she thought she was supposed to put it on and wipe it off. So had I not followed up with her 2 days, 2 days after she bought it, that would have been a waste of her money and not protecting her. And I would have felt really bad. 2 weeks is seeing how they're doing. The other thing is maybe 2 days. Like I kind of tell a lot of my customers, maybe like 40% of them might break out in the first 2 weeks, especially if they're more combination to oily. And that's because it's not that the product isn't working, it's because it is working most of the time. You know, it's not just a surface cleanser, it's really getting in there and it's pulling that stuff out. So 2 days from now, she might be starting to break out and she might be worried. And that's when I'm like, okay, let's just hang in there, you know, and we're working through this, you know, we're seeing how your skin is adjusting, you know, and whatever we need to switch, we will. But this is kind of like, you know, the process of figuring out what your skin is like and what your skin is going to need. So hang in there. You know, I'll keep texting you, you text me, you know, we'll keep following up with each other. And then in 2 weeks, that's to see how our skin is doing and if we need to make any adjustments. I had a gal, she was on, I think she was on the Clear Proof, but she had more normal to dry skin, but her skin was really broken out. And so she's like, Rachel, it's like red, it's angry skin. And I'm like, okay, I don't think that's right, but like do it for like 2 more days and see if anything changes. And it didn't. It just stayed red and it got flaky on her. And so then we started doing some switching around, and I think she's on the 3-in-1 cleanser for normal to dry, but she's still using the blemish control toner. And, you know, we got it all figured out, but, you know, everybody's skin is different. So it's never that the product is not working. It's working through what your customer needs. And that's what I think is really cool about Mary Kay. So those would be 3 touch points. The 2 to 3 months later, that's following up with her to let her know about what's new that's coming out, if she wants to get together for a VIP mini session. Also, if there's anything she's going to be running low on or out of in the next couple months. So there's 3 contacts. You could reach out to her for her birthday. So it has her put her birthday on the profile card. Another thing you could do with this extra copy is you could make another filing system with just birthdays. So you could say January, and then you could put all your January people in birthdays for January. And I like to mail my customers out postcards or birthday cards, and I'll put like a 15% off coupon in there for them. And, you know, you could text them, you can do all kinds of things, but you know how special it is on your birthday when you actually get something in the mail. The mail is special these days, and sometimes you could be the only card that they get. So it's just special. And so that would be a 4th contact, a 5th contact, a 6th and 7th and 8th would be when you register them to be a part of your preferred customer program. They'd be getting that lookbook every quarter, which then you'd be following up with them right after that came out to let them know what's new, get together if you want to be a part of my VIP mini session. They're like little 30-minute see what's new things. So anyway, so that's all a part of developing a customer system, but also a way to make sure you just don't have piles upon piles of paperwork. Another thing that I do is I have a private Facebook page for my customers. So you can do specials, but you have to do it within a group, like a private group. So you can't get on Facebook and say, hey, I'm doing specials on Microderm for this price. Because then all of my customers could see that and they wouldn't be loyal to me. They'd just be going to where the good deal is. And so you can create your own private Facebook page. Like mine is called Rachel Walley's One Stop Customer Shop. And that's where I can do fun little messages, or I can do little tutorials. I can do specials. So you can create your own Facebook page and do that. Gosh, there's all kinds of, Pinterest is amazing. Pinterest has so many ideas. So anyway, so those are just a cool couple of ideas to develop relationships with your customers. Make sure you're staying organized right from the beginning, so you have a place to keep everything organized, and that way it's easy to work your business. So anyway, I hope this was helpful, you guys, and I'm excited for you to get your prize, and I'm excited for you to build a strong, successful, easy to run and easy to manage business, because that's what this is all about. So, okay, I love you. Bye. Let's see. Let me shut it off. There we go. Bye, guys.